Well, here we are in Skingrad. Of all the towns in Cyrodiil, I think this one feels most like a city, other than, of course, the Imperial City. But for the outlying towns, this one and, well, Bruma's smaller, or at least it feels a lot smaller. This one, you know, the high castle walls and the high closed-in buildings here. It just, I don't know, it has that whole city street feel.
I'm only asking for enough to feed me kids. Thank you, kind lady. Blessings of Julianus upon ye.
Don't ask me why I go out of my way to give each beggar in each town a coin. Just do. And so, as usual, the Fighters Guild is right next to the Mages Guild. Oh no, not this dude. Oh man. Okay, we gotta do this. This guy is awesome.
We need to talk. We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while.
And the password is the Black Crow flies at midnight or something, right? He's all secretive. This is actually really funny. Glarthir, the town paranoid. Alright, yeah, we gotta go do this. We'll get back to the Mages Guild in a second. This is just another one of those things, like, this is the awesome stuff. This is what I missed in a major, major way in Skyrim. I'm not saying they didn't make some half-ass efforts to throw some stuff kind of like this in there.
3 of the afternoon watch and all's well. The way I like it, men. Glarthir? Total nutcase if you ask me, but he's never done anything yet that we could arrest him for. You see,
every town seems to have a guard captain type that's got some issue, something going on. Euronymous Lex, just epic. Always after the gray fox. But here, everyone knows that Glarthir is, well, unstable, to say the least. We'll see just how much so. But whoever wrote these and put them, not just in the game, but where they put them in the game, like Skingrad, you know, you have the upper crust of society, and Glarthir is one of the, money-wise, one of the prominent citizens here, right? He'd be considered influential and wealthy. But, yeah, he's just a nutcase. This is really funny. All right, so let's wait till 12 o'clock. I'm not going to go the long route with this, or we will literally be here for like 10 videos. The stuff that this guy wants you to do, but we can just get a basic idea of what's going on with this guy.
Ah, you came. You're sure you weren't followed? Good. I thought I could trust you. Nobody else in town. They're all in on it. All watching me. Well, yes, I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you gold. You like gold, don't you? Lots of gold. Here's my problem. I'm being followed. Watched. Marukote selectives, maybe. Not sure. I'm a threat, you see, to their plans. I know too much. I need you to check out some people for me. The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to. Will you help me? Very good. You won't be sorry. I'll pay you well. Did I say that already? Let's start with Bernadette Penniless. Be outside my house at 6 a.m. You'll see her watching me. See where she goes and who she reports to. We'll meet here again tomorrow night. Oh, and never contact me in public. They're watching. They can't know you're helping me. Remember, Bernadette Penniless, 6 a.m. Don't let her see you watching.
Okay, so essentially everything he wants you to do involves literally trailing people all over town and stuff, and it's just ridiculous paranoia. I guess it's funny to go through it maybe the long way, but yeah.
About Glarthir, a resident eccentric. I'd like to know why. Let me give you some advice. Glarthir is crazy. So far, harmless crazy. But I keep an eye on him because it's my job to. You don't want to get involved with him. I don't care how much he's paying you. It isn't worth it. Like I said, he's crazy. Since you're courteous enough to tell the truth, I'll do the same by trusting you to talk to a guard if he asks you to do anything strange.
I don't know, does following people at 6 in the morning count as strange? Alright, anyway. So you just wait till midnight the next day and he'll be right back in his spot. The bottom line is he just wants to hear his fears confirmed, his paranoia delusions.
So, you saw Bernadette Penniless, did you? She was watching me and following me, wasn't she? Just as I thought. Just as I thought. Excellent work. There will be a bonus in this for you. Don't worry. Ah, of course. The gold. Here. But there is someone else I need you to investigate. Tutius Sextius. Do you know him? A quiet fellow. Appears harmless enough. But I've identified him as one of my key suspects. He's a clever one, no doubt about it. Eyes in the back of his head. Always seems to know when I'm watching. But that's where you come in. You should wait outside his house and see what he does when he's not watching me. I'll meet you here tomorrow night to get your report. Don't let Tutius Sextius catch you following him. He's much more dangerous than he looks.
Right, and then I was always left wondering in the back of my mind, what if Glarthir's right? What if this is some super uber secret underground conspiracy society thing? They're really out to get him. Oh man, that's crazy. No, it could be the case.
Tell me what you learned about Tutius Sextius. So, I was right all along. You're doing excellent work, my friend. Here you go, my friend. Trust me, you've earned it. There is one last person that needs looking into, though. Do you know David Surly? Yes, of the famous Surly Vineyards. Pillar of the community, etc. Who would ever suspect him? Perfect cover for the ringleader of the whole conspiracy. He watches my house constantly. You'll see. He leaves his house early each morning. Watch him and report back to me here at midnight as usual. Make sure he doesn't notice you. Be careful. David Surly is the ringleader. You must not let him catch you watching him.
The ringleader. Man, the way they made Glarthir look just totally fits his character. Alright, so let's confirm his deepest fears and worst suspicions. Yes.
So, what did you discover about the upstanding David Surly?
Oh yeah, he's spying, definitely.
And so it all falls into place. Yes, it all makes sense now. Here, This is your last task. Here's the gold, as promised. I always pay my debts, and then some. Do the last task in that note, and I will pay you much, much more.
Okay, let's see what's in his note. The list of death. Alright, so everyone we've been investigating needs to die, right? Definitely conspiring against him. We've confirmed his suspicions. Oh, man. Alright, well, I'm guessing if we go through the trouble of murdering all three of these people, we could probably get an express to the Dark Brotherhood, for one, but, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do all that.
You have something you want to tell me about that nutcase? Really? He's getting worse, then. Thanks for letting me know. If you think he's becoming dangerous, you come straight to me, and I'll handle it. You have something you want to tell me about that nutcase? Why? What's he done? Damn. He's finally gone completely bonkers. Thanks for the tip. Now stand aside and let the guard do their work.
As the guard zips off to go take care of Glarthir. The guard can run too.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
They yell at each other. Poor Glarthir. It was a conspiracy the whole time, man. You know what? Since we have his key, we might as well go find his house. Go look around and see if he really was a lunatic, or maybe there was something to his suspicions. Actually, I don't remember where he lives. Yeah, this is more like a little city inside the castle walls. I like Skingrad. I don't know if anything necessarily compares to Anvil, to me, but this place is pretty cool. Really, each town has its own atmosphere. They actually show a lot of, I guess, what would you say, cultural differences? Like, Bruma is primarily Nord. Leyawiin, well, I guess by the name, if nothing else, would lean towards some elven basis. I don't know who would originally, but the architecture kind of points towards particular cultures. Not sure about Skingrad. It's not Imperial. Maybe Dark Elf? Like Dunmer? Maybe? I'm just guessing. I don't know. But Bruma's definitely Nord. Imperial cities, well, it's Imperial sort of, but I think it goes way back. Like, I think that design was originally Altmer or something, or even maybe something else. I think the Ancient Elves or something way back when, like the White Tower. Well, that's like that goes back for. I'm no lore aficionado. I know a little bit. Anyway, I think it's Elven essentially along the same lines of the Aeliad ruins and stuff like that. Let's see, Shadenhall, I'm not sure. Breville, I think, is, what, Argonian influence or something? Huh, I don't know. I believe there's actually even books that you can find on shelves that will discuss each city and where you know, who its founders were, what it takes after, you know, what its influences are and stuff like that. And some of them could just simply be a combination of several things. Like I know, I believe it's Leyawiin, where you can go there and you see Argonians and Khajiits running around doing their thing, insulting one another. One of the best jokes I've heard in this game, and I'm paraphrasing, I can't quote it exactly, but it was something along the lines of, this Argonian, he comes up to you and he says, do you know why Khajiit lick their butts? And it's something like to get the taste of their wives cooking out of their mouth or something like that. It's I busted out on that one. That was actually a really, really good one. You could change that up a little bit and actually use that. That is pretty funny. I guess raising my strength was good. I haven't checked the damage I'm doing with my steel battle axe, but I'm getting an extra point of damage now out of an iron one, so it's kind of a good gauge that we're going in the right direction. Of course, 3 damage is not going to get us through. We're going to need double and triple digits. That's what I'm looking for. I want to do 50s and 100s. Yeah, see? It says I get 3. I think when we initially found our iron warhammer, of course, we were just a wet behind the ears weakling down in the sewers. I think it was 2, maybe. But it was 1 less damage than the katana, and the same damage as, a dagger or something? I mean, it was sad. I guess really, really early on, it doesn't, you know, I think they start to separate themselves as you go on. Like when we get into higher tier items and stuff, the difference between a 2-handed weapon and a 1-handed weapon should, you know, increase a little bit. Not much purpose in a 2-hander unless, well, the extra range is nice. Hitting somebody a little farther away, now that's great. So that does count for something, but I mean, if the damage difference is only a point or 2, considering how much faster 1-handed weapons swing, I don't know. Probably wouldn't be much purpose, but I believe 2-handers do more agility damage also. I think the most agility damage you get, though, is out of hand-to-hand, I believe. Even more so than a big 2-hander. Yeah? You can just straight up knock people out. I mean, sleep their ass. That's pretty funny. When they just ragdoll and they're just laying there because you've knocked them unconscious. I mean, you know, there is something to be desired to play through like that as a Quao Lai kickboxer type dude or something, you know. Yeah, it'd be cool getting your hand-to-hand all the way up and getting your strength all the way up and then running around dressed like a pugilist. All right, see, proof against Tutius Sextius at last. Oh no. Okay, these are current thoughts on the conspiracy. Murukati's selectives. Is that something he made up, or is that a thing? I haven't heard that ever anywhere else in the lore. I don't know if it's a thing. Watched him from my upstairs window. He pretends to work, but I can tell he's really watching my house. So nobody can do anything without attracting suspicion. If they're not watching him, then they're intentionally ignoring him while watching him. And if they are watching him, then aha, I knew it. So nobody could win. I don't know whether there really was a conspiracy out to get Glarthir. His purpose for being watched, he thinks, is that he knows too much about their plans. Of course, their plans are that they're watching him. And that's it, for no reason. But the fact they're watching him and he knows it, that gives them a reason to be watching him. And yeah, the cycle of madness. I think Glarthir and Sheogorath would get along great, honestly. Alright, well, there we go. Just found proof in his basement of his mad musings to himself. Alright, so why don't we head back to the Mages Guild. I guess we'll get started on getting their recommendation. There's one that maybe I should have even done earlier, was the one I'm thinking in Leyawiin. I think it's the one in Leyawiin. I think that may be the one that's kind of drawn out. This one is too. They're going to send us actually out of the city. But I'm going to go do some selling and stuff. Get rid of some junk. Maybe even go visit my fence. And then we'll come back here and unload a little bit, so we'll have some inventory room to go pick up some loots and stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, click that button up top. And if you want to catch the rest of this playthrough, you can click that image in the middle. It should send you to the playlist. I appreciate you all hanging out. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.